Okay, so we're going to look at negative exponents. And we're going to start off with a review of positive exponents with a base of 10. So we have 10 cubed here. 10 cubed equals 10 times 10 times 10. That equals 1,000. So if you look at that, we have 10 to the third, and we have 3 zeros over here. Okay, so 10 cubed is 10 times 10 times 10 equals 1,000. The exponent here is the same as the number of zeros in the standard form. Look at 10 squared. So again, we have 10 squared is 10 times 10, and that's 100. It's 10 times less than 1,000. And we have the exponent is 2 here, and we have 2 zeros over here. 10 to the 1 is 10, and the standard form is just 10 as well. 10 to the any base to the power of 1 is always the same number. So the exponent is 1, and we have 1 0 over here. Okay, so going upwards, from each one, 10 to the 1 to 10 to the 2, we're multiplying by 10. And then from 100 to 1,000, once again, we're multiplying by 1. Okay, so if we go the other direction, if we're going down, then 1,000 divided by 10 is 100. 100 divided by 10 is 10. So what do you think 10 to the 0 is going to be? 1,000 divided by 10 is 100. 100 divided by 10 is 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1. So 10 to the 0 equals 1. And in fact, any base to the power of 0 equals 1 as well. So if we follow the same reasoning here, if we have 10 to the minus 1, then 1 divided by 10 is actually going to be 1 over 10. And 10 to the minus 2. Okay, so that's 1/10. 10 to the minus 1 is 1/10. 10 to the minus 2, 1/10 divided by 10 is 1 over 100. And following the same logic, 1 over 100 divided by 10 is 1 over 1,000. So if we look at that a different way, 1 over 100, 100 is actually 10 squared. So this actually equals 1 over 10 squared. And 1 over 1,000, 1,000 is in fact 10 cubed. So 1 over 1,000 is 1 over 10 to the power of 3. So if we look at this, 10 to the minus 1 is actually 1 over 10 to the power of positive 1. 10 to the minus 2 is 1 over 100, or 1 over 10 squared. And 10 to the minus 3 is 1 over 1,000, or 1 over 10 to the power of 3. So in fact, if you look at it, these are inverses. 10 to the minus 1 is 1 over 10 to the power positive 1. 10 to the minus 2 is 1 over 10 to the positive 2. And 10 to the minus 3 is 1 over 10 to the positive 3. So the negative sign in exponent actually equals inverse. Not that the quantity is negative. Okay, so if I clear up that table a little bit, make it a little easier to read, we have 10 to the third is 10 times 10 times 10 equals 1,000. And we have the 3 here indicates the number of zeros in our standard form answer. 10 squared is 10 times 10, which is 100. There's 2 zeros here. 10 to the 1 is 10. There's 1 0 here. 10 to the 0, if you look, there's no zeros at all. It's just 1 with no zeros. 10 to the minus 1 is 1 over 10, which is 1/10. And 1 over 10 to the 1 we can express it as, or as a decimal form, it's 0.1. 10 to the minus 2 is 1/10 times 1/10, or 1 over 100, 1 over 10 squared. And decimal form is 0.01. And 10 to the minus 3, 1/10 times 1/10 times 1/10, 1 over 1,000, which can be expressed as 1 over 10 cubed and equals 0.001. So once again, looking here, we have, with the positive exponents, 3 indicates how many zeros we have here. So 10 to the squared, 2 zeros, 10 to the 1, 1 0, 0, 10 to the 0, there's no zeros here. 10 to the minus 1, there's 1 0 on the bottom. And also note that we have 1 decimal place here. So 0.1 has 1 decimal place. 10 to the minus 2, 1 over 10 squared, there's 2 decimal places. And 10 to the minus 3, there's 3 decimal places. So that's a quick way. You can count, if you have a decimal, you can just count how many decimal places there are, 1, 2, 3, and that gives you the exponent. So it's 10 to the minus 3, with the base being 10, of course. These are all base 10 numbers that we're talking about. So as a recap here, okay, negative exponent means that the number is the inverse of the same number with the positive exponent, not that the number is negative. So 10 to the minus 1 is 1 over 10 to the positive 1. 10 to the minus 2 is 1 over 10 to the positive 2. 10 to the minus 3 equals 1 over 10 to the positive 3. So the inverse of 10 is 1 over 10. As a decimal is 0.1. The inverse of 100 is 1 over 100 is 0.01. And the inverse of 1,000 is 1 over 1,000, or 0.001. Okay, so review this a couple of times. Rewind the video a couple of times. Make sure you understand how to do it. And here are some practice problems for you to work on. First question, write each power with a positive exponent. Second one, write each number in exponential form, that is with a 10 to an exponent. Question number 3 is place the numbers in increasing order, so the smallest to largest. Question 3b is to take each of those 4 numbers and put it in exponential form if it's not already in exponential form. And the last one is find the value of n. Okay, so you can pause the video here now, try out the questions, and then be ready to hand them in tomorrow. Thanks, and we'll see you in class tomorrow.